Good afternoon. This is Agnostic Haywood here today. Just reading through the Bible for the first time in a long time, 25 years or more, giving my new first thoughts, if you will. It looks like last time I had done some rough calculations about how old maybe Adam had to be before he had another kid or something. Well, it looks like in the next verse, if I'm glancing through, our brains as humans sometimes spot numbers or are trained to spot numbers differently than letters for some reason. Easy to scan through and pick out numbers. Maybe there's only 10 of them. I don't know. All right. So from Adam to Noah, this is the written account of Adam's line. Okay. So I don't know how to take any of this very seriously, but this is the story that was passed down for many, many years. Oral traditions, orally passed down. All right. When God created man, he created him in his likeness. Created them male and female and blessed them. When they were created, he called them man. Okay, just a general story. We're talking about tribal people, herders in the desert, whatever, in the Middle East, many years ago. Stories passed down about, the beginning of life, and then which falls apart quite quickly from an evidence standpoint, and also from a storyline standpoint, because basically. Somebody had to go to a neighboring village which happened to be filled with people. So you see kind of what's going on here. You got two original people, and then you got a neighborhood next door that's filled with people. Whatever. All right, when Adam had lived 130 years, so I'm not exactly correct, but close enough. He had a son in his own likeness and his own image, named him Seth. All right, so this was, my estimate was a little bit less than 130 years. I just assumed everybody had kids at 16. That was a minimum, and that was 112, right? So Adam lived 800 years, whatever. Oh, my goodness. I see, you just can't be reasonable about stuff like this. Seth had lived 105 years. Okay, yeah. So none of these people lived that long, no. You go back and do the math, none of those people could have lived that long. Or if they did live that long, they didn't live that long before they had kids, right? Whatever. Just something doesn't add up. None of it adds up. It's not consistent with itself. I guess all those people could have lived that long if they had kids young, but in any event, they were probably having kids 20 years old or so, I guess, if you look at this. Seth had lived 105 years. He became the father of Enosh, and after he became the father of... let's see, going here, Enosh, Seth lived 807 years. Oh, goodness. Enosh should live 90 years. He became the father of Kenan. There's just something odd. I'm telling you, I'm not going to treat it well. You're talking times before anything, and they're claiming these people lived to be that old. I just don't buy any of this. I'm going to be quite frank with you. It's kind of, I don't have to explain why I don't. In this case, this is sort of my project, but I'm scratching my head in a literal and figurative sense. All right, so it describes the line Enosh, Kenan, Malahalal, Jared, Enosh, let's see, Methuselah. Oh, Methuselah. I've heard that somewhere before. We got 300 years. Although Enoch lived 365 years. When Methuselah had lived 887 years, you've heard old as Methuselah? Maybe. Although I don't know. I mean, Methuselah lived 969. I mean, they're claiming Adam lived to be 930. So where do you draw the line? That extra 39 years makes him so much older? Whatever. All right. So when Lamech had lived 182 years, he had a son named... Okay, so here we got Noah. Noah. Now we got Noah. Okay. It's been so long since I've read a lot of this. I didn't honestly remember a lot of it. Like I say, I haven't read it for 25 years, give or take. And much like any book you haven't read for that long, you might forget some of the finer details. All right, so Adam eventually had a lineage, reached Noah according to the story. After Noah was 500 years old, he became the father of Shem, Ham, and Japheth. All right, I don't know what to make of that, but basically Genesis 5 is just a mess. All right. Like, subscribe, leave your comments, argue. Have a good day.